Hopefully, our topic will be interferons. So, what are interferon? If we see, like, if we have a look, there, what are interferons? So, interferon are the cytokine. What are cytokines now? So, cytokines are basically cell signaling molecule. What they are? Cell signaling. Sorry, signaling molecules. If I could give you the example that why they are called the cell signaling molecule, so like they can like provide the information to the cell to reproduce, to grow, or to perform, or to give the signal to the cells against bacteria or any pathogen. Against pathogen, we will be discussing that with the example. Against pathogen. Okay, so if I would tell you the function, that what's the function of it, so the first function of it is that it protect us from the pathogens. For example, like it provides us the signaling. What it provided the signaling? What kind of signaling? That, for example, it always work on the cells that contain virus or that pathogen is virus. So for example, this cell is being infected by the virus now. Okay, so here in the cell, the in the DNA in the cell of the every cell contains some interferons. What interferons? Contain some interferon are the basically protein. Okay, interferons. So like this is the infected cell that is being infected by the virus, or you can say the pathogen of it is virus now. Okay, like this is now infected by the virus. Let me highlight it. Oh sorry, virus. Okay, so it is infected by the virus. So now what the interferon will do? Interferon will provide the signal to the other cells to protect themselves. For example, it is providing the signal to this cell. So what this cell will do? This cell will reduce the protein synthesis. Reduce protein synthesis. How it will reduce the protein synthesis? It will stop the replication of the mRNA and rRNA synthesis. So when it will reduce the synthesis of the protein, so what will happen in the cell? The cell can protect itself. Okay, this is the first example. Second example, like for example, here what it will do, it will make the, so in the another example here, the cell will be start apoptosis. But now what is apoptosis? Like the activation of apoptosis will be occurred. So what is apoptosis? Apoptosis is the process by which cell start killing itself. What? Cell start blasting itself. Cell starts killing itself. Okay, this is another example. Let me give a glance that if the virus is attacking on one cell, so what the purpose of interferon? Interferon will give the instruction to the other more cells to protect themselves from this virus, to make the antibodies from this virus. Okay, so this is what the interferon work is. Okay, Now another example is that here I'm giving over here. Now the here is the another cell that will activate its immune system. Activate immune cells. What, like for example immune cells, if I would give you the example of immune cells, so like natural killer cells, NK cells, and macrophages. So what this cell macrophages and the natural killer cells will do, natural killer cells will yes, natural killer cells, what this cells natural killer cells will do, they will go to this this virus containing cell and they will start eating it, because as we know that NK cells and macrophages work in the immunity, so they will start eating this. So this is how the virus can be uh, like uh, detect. Okay, but somehow what, like here at this area of the cell, interferon receptors are present that will detect the the change in the environment, or in some conditions the this, for example this cell contain the virus, so in some conditions like here the perforance occurs, what the small gaps occur, I'm sorry, yes, the small gaps occur means the pores are being occur in this cell. So this is how the cell or the virus is being out of the cell, and then the interferon work and it blast the cell, so that the virus should not spread out, it should be end. So this is what the function of the interferon is. Interferon, as I told you, that work as a cytokine. Cytokines are the signaling cytokine are the signaling क्या बोलते हैं molecule that provide the signals against that the this is a cell, and here to protect us from the virus. So what that will do, that will protect us.